Hey Aries, welcome to your general reading for the month of December 2024. Thank you for being here with me. My name is Coco, and before we get started, just a reminder, this is a general reading. It is not a private one-to-one reading. If that is something you are interested in, you can go down to the description box below where there's a link to my website and you can book a private virtual reading with me if that is something that interests you. However, because it is a general reading, it might not resonate for everybody, and that's perfectly normal if it doesn't resonate for you all the time. Not all readings can relate to everybody all the time. If it doesn't relate to you, if you feel like you can't connect with what's being said, just leave this reading behind and do consider looking at the readings for your moon and rising signs. But if this reading does resonate for you, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel or just sharing amongst friends, family, social networks. Any support at all is very much appreciated. So let's get into your reading, Aries. Let's see what's coming into your life in December 2024. So we'll also take a look at how you're showing up in the month. Anything you're being guided to work on, any challenges that might pop up. We'll also see what your strengths are, as well as the energies you're moving away from, the ones you're moving toward. And then we will also see what the end of December looks like for you, as well as a reason to celebrate. I feel like tensions are high in the world. I feel like things are crazy and are getting crazier, especially in the United States. Things feel a bit uncertain and scary. So I just really felt like I wanted to pull a card that reminded people that there are things to celebrate. You've got number 41, unexpected visitors. So there are some people that you're going to be surprised to see in December. There might be some people around the holidays that you end up seeing for the first time in a long time, and you're like really surprised and shocked to see them. I'm getting a positive vibe from this card. It's not really negative. It's not really a surprise where you're like, oh, what is this person doing here? Or, oh, what is this surprise? Like, what's going on? It feels more positive. It feels like it's not going to be anything that throws a huge wrench in your plans. They're giving me the example of somebody knocking at your door, which is like the example here on this card, really. They're giving me the example of somebody showing up at your door, and it's like somebody who you haven't seen in a really long time. They're giving me like a childhood friend. Might be a childhood friend you haven't seen in a long time. So might be seeing them, or you just might be getting some surprises coming your way. Maybe like a surprise Christmas gift from somebody in your life. Maybe they're giving me the example of surprise Christmas trip. Not Christmas trip, but being surprised with a vacation or trip for a Christmas gift from a partner. So something like that. Okay, let's get into the rest of your reading. Now this is the part where I am going to pull most of your cards. So if you want to skip over this part, it should not last for more than 2 minutes. However, if you like to stick around and listen to cards being shuffled, then be my guest. Oh, wow. Ace of Wands, love to see it. The Ace of Fire. Let me go get that card. Aries is leaving behind in December 2024. Thank you. All right, Aries. So I will clarify with a different deck as we move through the reading and as I feel the need to get more context on things. However, you are showing up quite in control, quite mature, and very logical. You're kind of moving into a more logical, rational part of your brain and part of your life, I think, in December. You've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor. So you're showing up working very hard. You're working very hard to meet a goal, perhaps at work. You're a boss, so you're a manager or you manage people, and you're needing to really kind of flex and do things at work where your skills are on display. Have to put your skills to the test, really, but it shows that you are a master at what you do. So you are very good at what you do, and I feel like you're showing up quite dedicated to what you do. However, there's also an air here of feeling like you are, don't shoot the messenger, feeling like you are a bit better than other people because of that. Like, because you are more capable at some things, I feel like you kind of get this air about you that is a little bit like, because I am better at these things, that means that I run the show. I run the show. And you're going to have some pushback, I feel like. You got the Seven of Wands in your challenges. You're going to have some pushback from people, and if not from people, it's going to feel like you need to defend yourself against people. You might feel like threatened in some way at work, like you need to prove yourself extra hard right now, and maybe that's why you're working so hard. Like maybe you need to really show up and show out for some kind of reason, not even only at work, just in life in general, because you're being challenged in some way by other people. And if the other people aren't challenging you, it's more so you just feeling a bit threatened, you feeling a bit vulnerable, needing to put up really good boundaries. You might actually be challenged in December to put up boundaries around your work, so making sure that you are not overstepping boundaries at work, making sure that you have solid boundaries in place so that you don't get so absorbed in your work that you forget about the rest of your life. You know, it's finding that work-life balance. But I also feel like this is about your relations at work and or the people that you surround yourself with there. I'm getting a strong sense that you feel a little bit uneasy right now. You clearly know what you're doing at work, clearly. However, it might be coming off a little bit aggressive, a little bit dictatorial, a little bit autocratic, because you've got the Seven of Wands here, but it's only showing up that way because I feel like you think that you need to be that way in order to assure people that you are doing your job right, or in order to assure people that like you're capable of the job. I don't know, it's like this weird sense that you have to flex really hard and almost be this really like quite controlling, dominating person at work or just in life in general right now in order to get things done. You have to be that way in order to get things done, or in order for people to take you seriously. And it's coming out of a place of panic, really. It feels like it's coming out of a place of just you needing to assert your boundaries, you needing to maintain your place at your workplace, you needing to maintain your position at home, just needing to keep things as they are. And I really do feel like it's going to be this really big push and pull for you. I mean, December, for a lot of people, it's kind of tricky with work because it's the holidays. So a lot of people might be like really, really gung-ho at work, doing all the work. And then some people are like, okay, it's the holidays. Like, I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to hang out. I'm not really trying to do all that much. Like December always, when I was working in the corporate world, December was always that month where it's like, all right, you do some work here and there, but you know, you don't do all that much. And if this is not at work, this is certainly in some kind of place in your home life, because you've got the Ten of Cups here and what you're being guided to work on. You're being guided to work on your emotional fulfillment. And your strengths here is the Ace of Wands, which does reiterate this message for me. You're being guided to do what makes you happy in the month of December. Don't let external validation, don't let opinions, don't let other people saying, oh, are you working hard? Are you sure you got this done? Yada, yada. They're giving me the example right now of somebody who is like bulletproof, of somebody who wears armor. And they're giving me that example to say that your guides don't want you to internalize other people's opinions about you, opinions about how you live your life. Sorry for the car horns if you can hear them. I live in a noisy area. And the Ace of Wands here is letting you know that your strength is in your creative power in December. It's in your high energy, it's in your passions, it's in your ability to find joy. So have fun. I am going to pull a card on this, but it's about prioritizing your joy in December. And I really feel like this is about not letting other people, especially at work, especially in your home, not letting other people kind of like criticize you. You know, what's coming up naturally is an example of somebody who like will say to you, oh, are you sure that's how you want to do that? Oh, are you sure that's the right way to go about that? And it's, I just, maybe it's because it grinds my gears when people do that, but that's the example coming up. It's like not letting people like that micromanage you or influence you. You're being guided to work on your home life as well. So what is your role in your home life? Do you feel fulfilled in your family life? You know, you might not be feeling fulfilled at this moment. So I am going to pull a card on this just to get some more context. Where did I put these? Okay. Yeah, whatever. It's this weird. Yeah, the Tower. This weird. Whenever I, ask for clarification on a card, there is a feeling that I get in my hands. It might sound weird, and it will tell me when the question has been heard. But right now, when I just pulled this card, when I asked for clarification, they told me to go ahead. They were like, the question is heard, but there's some resistance to what will be heard from you. So maybe you don't want to hear this message, or the energy here is like a bit resistant, a bit like pushing it off, not wanting to hear it. So you've got the Tower. Something has happened in your home life recently that was either traumatic, the foundation fell. Some kind of foundation got shaken up. And that's because it was not a foundation that was built for the long run. It wasn't sustainable. Things needed to change because they needed to change, and that's okay. You know, the Tower comes in. Listen, the Tower isn't all that bad. The Tower changes things so that they can be put in the right position, all right? So let's go ahead and see what else is coming through. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Cups energy, all right. It might have had to do with your finances in your family. Nine of Pentacles, yeah. Okay, you actually might be the breadwinner of your family. You are the breadwinner. Ten of Cups underneath. There you go. It does feel like you are kind of in charge of things at home. And if that is not the case, then things have been switching up to indicate that you are becoming more in charge, and or you are becoming more independent of your home life. Like maybe you are choosing to be more financially independent. Maybe you're putting money in your own account. However, what it feels like here is that your family life has been shaken up financially. It's because of your finances, really. It's like your finances are influencing your family's finances, okay? And that's what you're being guided to work on. Your guides want you to work on building yourself up. Nine of Pentacles, building up your confidence, building up your finances, your material abundance. Pentacles are all about the things that bind us to this 3D world, that bind us to the material world. So it's our body, it's our finances, it's our money, it's our homes and the things in our homes. So you're being asked to take on a bit more of a independent role where perhaps you are earning more money, or you are kind of going off on your own, doing your own thing to make more money. But you're being asked to focus on yourself at this moment. Focus on yourself, because focusing on yourself will let you focus on your family. It sounds weird, but it's like it starts with you, I feel like. I feel like it starts with you. Because you are the breadwinner, or because you are they're giving me the word matriarch, but patriarch, matriarch, leader of the family, caretaker of the family. Because that is your role, it's like if you feel fulfilled, if you feel happy, if you feel stable, then everybody else feels stable. So it's about starting with you. Ten of Cups speaks to emotional fulfillment. So again, I'm going to say it again. Thinking about what makes you happy in December. How do you want to go about the holidays? How do you want to do it? What will be easiest for you? It's about asking those questions, not saying, well, what does the family want? Or what's best for my partner? What's best for our kids? What's best for our pets? What's best for our parents? It's like not doing that. What's best for you? Okay? And I see that you're moving away from a time where you felt stressed out. There was some anxiety here in the past November, maybe October, even far as back as August and September, okay? And the King of Cups is here. So this might be related to somebody in your life who is a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or is just somebody who is very compassionate, loving, nurturing, and loyal. There might have been some stress in the relationship, and if this is your partner, I can understand why. It's because there was stress financially. I feel like there's some stress going on in terms of career, and that of course can bleed into the home. However, I can see recently that you've been trying to open up your heart. You've been trying to come from a more sensitive, vulnerable place. I can see that. And I feel like it's been hard for you in the recent past to open up. It's been hard for you to communicate how you feel. And it feels like you didn't feel safe doing that, or you felt really busy. And so you didn't have enough alone time to figure out how you felt about things. I think it was a hard time recently. And you're actually moving into Queen of Swords energy, which is so different from King of Cups. This is actually air sign energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You might have air sign in your chart. This is somebody who is no BS, who does not fuck around, who is a boss, who gets the job done, entrepreneurial person, somebody who is quite a visionary and is really great at creating ideas, very good at leading as well. One of her greatest strengths is understanding the truth of a matter. So this is a great card to get when, for example, you are feeling like there's a lot going on in your life and maybe you feel confused, conflicted. The Queen of Swords is a great energy to get to move forward into, because it means that there will be some clarity. Okay, you got King of Pentacles. Great energy. Sorry for the car horn. Ooh, there it goes again. Yeah, you're stepping into a big boss role. That's what's going on. Damn, Aries, you are in fucking charge in December. You're not Ace of Swords. Clarity. Yep. Listen, you're getting clarity on a situation. You're stepping the fuck up. You are figuring out financially what needs to be done. King of Pentacles. Wonderful. This is somebody who gets it done. Queen of Swords and King of Pentacles, I love them together because the Queen of Swords offers that femininity and the King of Pentacles offers that masculinity. Things will smooth over. Your reason to celebrate in December. You've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit. You have an amazing work ethic. Okay, that's what they're letting me know. And that work ethic should be celebrated. You need to celebrate yourself. It's like, give yourself some breaks, all right? Give yourself a break. Make sure to rest and get recovery. These cards also tell me you've been working really hard to reach your goals. You've been working really, really fucking hard to get to where you want to be. Somebody who's reliable, dependable, showing up and doing what needs to be done. I feel like that's such a reason to celebrate. And actually what's coming through at the end of December, you've got the 10 of Swords and the Ace of Cups. You've got 3 aces in your reading. Listen, something's trying to be said, okay? And what's trying to be said is that there are better times ahead. The worst is over, okay? Once you leave December 2024, it feels like once you leave Sagittarius season actually, so that's I think December 22nd, once you move into Capricorn season, it feels like truly the worst will be over for you. And all of these feelings of anxiety, of stress that you've been dealing with, I feel like they will truly be the past. You can begin your process of healing, of renewal here. Ace of Cups is beautiful. It's that energy of pouring into your own cup, of healing. This card always reminds me of like a healing salve, as well as the Temperance card. They're 2 cards that remind me of like when you like are a little witchy and you make like a beautiful little potion or like a salve and you put it on like a wound. That's just always the image that comes up for me with this card. And I feel like it's really speaking loudly at this time. So end of December looks good for you, Aries. I feel like you're coming out of a tough period and things are looking up in the future. And also watch out for any like surprising things that pop up, any people who pop up on your doorstep and are like, hey, you know, happy holidays. Like that's going to be a source of joy for you as well in the month. Now let's grab an Archangel Animal Oracle card to see which animal guides are guiding you through the month. Okay, you've got Ladybird, or in the United States we would probably say Ladybug, which is always a sign of luck. You've also got Owl. Listen to the messages of the angels. If you choose the Ladybird card, it signals that you are about to receive a blessing from the universe. An angel may touch you. Happiness awaits you. You are illuminated with new understandings, or good fortune is coming your way. Give thanks for all that you have received already, so that you are energetically prepared for the new before the gift flies away. Ladybird energy invites you to spread angelic qualities today. This will make a difference to those you touch, and you may be surprised how people and animals will appreciate it. You are also asked to communicate graciously to all the people you meet or write to in a way that will nourish and support them. The message of the Owl card is, this is the card of the wise teacher, and you are being advised to use your knowledge carefully. You are not just imparting information. When you communicate, the energy in your aura is raised, and the frequency of those you speak to is also raised. This is a sacred mission. Start to notice how people are drawn to you, and choose your words judiciously, because you have more impact than you realize. Be aware that you are clearing and cleansing the energy around you. This means that you need to take extra care of yourself and rest more. Give yourself time to absorb the messages of the angels. Lastly, we'll get a Wisdom of Tao Oracle card for you to see any last advice, any last messages for you, Aries. Okay, I'm just taking the top card. Let's see what that has to say. The card is Control Your Emotions. The message is, no matter what greatness you have achieved and how much you are loved, rage can reverse all of this in the blink of an eye. Take a deep breath and remain calm. The real strategy will reveal itself. Okay, Aries, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. I hope you have a lovely holiday season, a lovely and restful and relaxing December, as relaxing as it can be. And I'm wishing you the best of luck throughout this whole month, and I'll see you next time. Do stay updated on the other readings I'll be doing in December. I am going to put out a 2025 predictions reading, so I'll see you then.